Hello and welcome back. On this video, we are going to learn time signatures with Minim and Quaver beats. The Minim has a 2-2, 3-2, and 4-2 time signature, and then Quaver beat with 3-8 time signature. In our previous video, you already learned the 2-4, 3-4, and 4-4 time signature, where crotchet was our denominator and it was the type of beat or a unit of beat. We are going to be learning Minim as your type of beat. Remember that your time signature comprises of the numerator and the denominator, the top figure and the bottom figure. The bottom figure tells us the type of beats and the top figure tells us the number of beats. For instance, let's look at the 2-2 time signature. The 2 represents a minim, and then the 2 above tells us the number of minim that you will have in a measure. So when they ask you the time signature and you have 2-2 as a time signature, you have 2 minims in every measure, and a minim will now give you a beat, and that's why we say it's a type of beat. So if I have to write for 2 minim, you definitely will have something like this. This is a bar and this is a bar. Here you have 1 minim, the first minim, which is first beat, and here you have the second beat. The 4 of this note gives you the first beat, and this is the second beat. So if you have to play this, you have pam, 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 pam. I've encountered some students say that this is 2 beats, this is 2 beats, and you have 4 beats. No. The time signature tells us you have 2 minims, and each minim is each of the minims gives you what? 1 beat. So this is 1 beat. This is the second beat of the bar. This is the first beat of the bar, because 4 quaver notes gives you 1 minim. So this sounds like you divide the minim into 4, which is like a quarter. So 4 quarters make 1, and then this is the second beat of the bar. Now let's move on to the 3-2 time signature. So 3-2 also will give you 3 minims in a bar. So you can have the 2 crotchet gives you a minim, the second beat, and this will be the third beat. Remember, we learned dotted notes. The dots of this increase this by half. So this is 1.5 of this. Therefore, you have 3 beats here. So this is the first beat, 1, and this is your second beat, this is your third beat. And in this, you have 1, 2, 3. So if you had to play this, most importantly, where most students make errors or make mistakes is that when it's at the point of playing or performance. Here, you have this as 2 halves to make 1. This is the second beat, this is the third beat. And in your dotted semi-brief, you have 3 minims there, and that's 3 counts. So you have 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So that is super easy. Just understand your denominator, and then it makes the work a lot easier. Now let's look at under the minim section. Let's look at the 4-2 time signature. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 minims here. There are 4 minims here. This is the first beat, the second beat, the third beat, the fourth beat. Then this is 1 and 2 beats. Then here you have the third and the fourth beat. So whenever you see minim as your denominator in any time signature in music, it simply puts that you have the minim as your unit beat, and then the numerator, whether 2 at the top, 3 at the top, or 4 at the top, as your number of beats. I hope that is clear to you. All right, so now let's move on to beats with quaver. For instance, you have the 3-8. For the 3-8 time signature, it is now established that your 8 is a type of beat, which is a quaver. And then the 3 at the top is the number of quavers you will see in each measure. So now let's see. Your 8 as your denominator is a quaver. And now quaver is your type of beat, which is also like 1 beat. So therefore, you have for the 3-8, you have 3 beats in a bar. You have your first beat, your second beat, and the third beat here. And here, quaver is your 1 beat, that's your first beat. There are 2 quavers in the crotchets, so you have 2 quavers there. So you have the second beat to the third beat, And then lastly here, a dotted crotchet gives you, there are 3 quavers in a dotted crotchet. So you have 3 beats. If you want to play this on your musical instruments or you want to sing it, just say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 ba. Understanding music to read music is super easy, most especially if you understand your time signature. Your good understanding of time signature will tell how well you can read your music. This is one beat, this is one beat, this is one beat. You already know your lines and spaces. So this is A, C, E, C, C, A. If you now to sum it up, you'll now see that whether your time signature with crotchets or with minim or with quaver as your denominator, what is most important is for you to know that whatever the denominator is would now be your unit of beat or your type of beat. The denominator just tells you how many of that you do have in each bar. And I hope this answered most of the questions we have in theory of music. I know this topic especially, people do have issues with it, but with this, I'm sure you understand. Okay, so we're going to be talking about writing rhythms in different meters, and this is simple to understand. How to rewrite the music given to you in another time signature, either doubling it or having the value, right? So for instance, let's start with this. For instance, you have music written in 2/4 time signatures. Let's double this time signature. It simply means double the notes given to you. For the treble clef here, you have the middle C, double the value of that note of middle C, and that will give us a minim. Right? Double a crotchet, double a minim, you are going to have a minim for that bar. Then same here, double this, double your crotchet here, double your minim to become a whole note. Now looking at this, this will automatically give you 2 minim, which will be 2/2 time signature. So the same rhythm you have for the 2/4 time signature is what you would eventually have for the 2/2 time signature. Let's try it out. So you have the first beat here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 to 2, and that is pam, 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 1, 2. Let's come to the 2/2 time signature. Eventually, you also have this minim. Now we're working with 2/2 time signature. So a minim will become your unit of beat. So this is first beat, second beat, first beat, second beat, then the 2 beat here. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 time signature. It's as easy as that. So now let's move on to 3/4 time signature. For the 3/4 time signature, same you're going to have double this. You have a minim, a minim, a minim. Then double your dotted minim, you then have your dotted semi-breve. Now looking at this automatically turns to 3/2 time signature. So you have your first, second, and third beat, 1, 2, 3 beats. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is 1, 2, 3. So it's very easy to double your time signature. Also, you can have your time signature. So having your time signature means that you're going to divide the notes into equal half or half of the value, just as we double the value of that note. So let's take a time signature as 4/2 time signature, and then we divide it into halves. So 4/2 time signature, that means we have 4 minims. You can have the value of this note or this meter. A crotchet will definitely be, a minim will become a crotchet, 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 crotchet. You have a minim, this becomes a crotchet, then this becomes minim, minim. So whatever you count here obviously will come down to this. Let's see what this becomes. So this is 4/2. We have first beat, second beat, third beat, fourth beat. 1, 2 beats, beat 3, beat 4, beat 1 and 2, then the third and fourth beat. This automatically becomes 4/4, right? So this is 4/4 time signature with the unit beat as your crotchet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 to 2, 3, and 4. 1 to 2, the third and fourth beat. So whatever you tap here, you have the same as here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, using the minim beat as your unit beat or your type of beat. And then let's see here, using your crotchet as a type of beat, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. To sum it up, let's look at this. When you double the time value of music, let's say for instance you have your 2/4, when you rewrite it, it becomes 2/2 time signature. When you rewrite 3/4, it becomes 3/2. When you rewrite 4/4, it becomes 4/2. When you rewrite 3/8, it becomes 3/4. Now when you have the value of the time signature, change from 2/2, then half the value will now be 2/4. 3/2, half the value will become 3/4. 4/2 time signature, half the value will become 4/4 time signature. Then 3/4, half the value, or it can be written as 3/8. So what is most important when you are trying to change the time signature is to divide accordingly into half of the note, or you multiply it by half, depending on how the question comes. It can tell you to double the value or halving the value of the meter or the music. And I'm sure this is super clear to you. So at the end of this video, ensure you take your time out to attend to the exercises. Well done.